Happy Monday. Cat on the Pro Tools.
All day. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, guys. Welcome back to a beautiful work week. Over the weekend was actually spring.
Yes.
And we did actually get some spring weather.
Mm-hmm.
So how was you guys' first spring weekend?
It was good. I showed a little bit for the first time in a long time. It felt good.
Welcome back.
Right. Welcome back. Welcome back.
We might gotta do it. She kept saying like, I'm going back to work. I'm going back to work. I'm going back to work.
Yeah.
Welcome back,
for sure.
honey bunny.
Thank you. Thank you. How was everyone else's weekend?
My weekend was great. I feel like, have you guys ever just had so much food over the weekend?
Nice.
You just think like,
that was definitely me.
Nice.
I'm going to start my diet tomorrow. I'm going to start. We got 3 months. We got 90 days to tighten up, get it right, get it tight.
Wait, what's going to happen in 90 days? I need to know.
It's going to be summer and I can't have my Easter food.
Oh, got you.
So if you guys are doing something, if you guys have a regimen, I know actually James, who's on our live, gave me this regimen. Take note.
Okay.
James said for every glass of wine that he has, he does 20 minutes of cardio. So if you do 2 glasses of wine, you need to do cardio.
James, what do you do for a bottle?
Right.
Light bow.
Because for real.
That was actually a good one. So just too much food this weekend. So I have to too much food this weekend. So I need to get it together.
Yeah.
Kat, what you do this weekend? Happy spring.
Didn't do much of anything. Didn't do much of anything. So boring, right?
No, that's because
good.
last weekend she was out having her whole best life. So it has to be balanced, right? Because remember last weekend you was doing 1,000 things.
I guess, but I definitely overate this weekend.
Yes. See? So that means we're about to go on that slim slow diet.
Yes.
That slim fast diet. So custom, for those that are actually joining us, there's many different ways you can watch us.
Absolutely.
You can watch us on Kat's Watch Party. You can watch us on
My Watch Party on Facebook. You just have to go to our Facebook pages, and we're streaming right now. Also through Zoom, you can click on, go to any of our Instagram accounts and click on the bio. You will see links to the direct Zoom and Instagram. We're here live on Instagram. We're working with Instagram. Instagram work with us.
Yeah, so we love Instagram as well as Facebook, but Instagram is not as seamlessly compatible to the motherboard as Facebook is. So hopefully in about 2 weeks, we can stream live and you guys can see this beautiful screen versus, the green screen that you guys see. But Kat lost her shoe.
I got it. No, my pen. I got it.
So, what's going on with this beautiful home of the week?
We do. Hi, Nikki. Thank you for joining. Guys, I got to be on my best behavior. This is like my homegirl. Like.
No, so that means that you can cut up.
Yes.
Nicole, tell her that she can cut up.
Thanks, Britt.
Yes, and you can always, for everyone that's on Zoom, whether you're in now or later, you can always raise your hand. And she said, be you. And you can always join in live. We can hear you. You can put on your video, ask us questions, give us comments, feedback, whatever.
Absolutely. And most importantly, submit your questions because we actually do the check-ins. So, who has this beautiful home of the week?
So this week's home of the week is Rihanna's.
Woo!
Okay. All right. So back in December 28th, Rihanna purchased, actually this is her 4th home out in LA. 5 bedrooms, 7 baths, listed at $13.8 million.
Wow. Cali real estate is, whew,
Different.
yeah.
It really is.
Different. Right. 5 beds, 7 baths.
5 bedrooms, 7 baths for 13 million.
13.
Wow.
It includes a terrace pool, spa, fire pit, 2 kitchen islands, a guest home, gym, media room.
Yeah. You know, I like that. Like, so I've been, house shopping a lot with some clients. And I like the whole 2 island thing. Have you guys seen that a lot in like some of the homes? Yeah.
Not
So,
in person,
because
no.
like you have your island that you prepare on, of course. But then like if you're entertaining, you have another island, and that's where everyone actually sits around. Because like as you're preparing food, yeah, you see it right there. So it has a sink in one island. Like that's where you prepare the food, but everyone else hangs out in the other island. It's actually pretty cool.
I have to actually check it out. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
I have not. It is Women's Month, so let's toast it up for that. I thought we had another drink.
Maddie was about to take your glass.
Right. I was like, oh, okay. So we're passing along. Those that are home, toast it up for.
So cheers again to Women's Month.
Cheers again to Women's Month. Today we are actually honoring.
How you cheer but don't drink?
Shout out to TT Morales. She's also an awesome woman of the month. She is starting her Rolling on Ice cream parlor, ice cream truck. So be sure to see Miss Rolling on Ice at your next open house.
Nice.
That would be cute. Nice ice
right?
cream truck.
Okay. Hello. That is going to be so bomb. But
let me buy me an ice cream truck. Let me write that down. Buy an ice cream truck.
Hey, Andrew.
I'm
In
so
addition to celebrating Miss TT Morales and her ice cream truck, we're also going to nominate, acknowledge Miss Michelle Obama.
Woo! Yes, that's
Yes. Miss Obama actually received, I'm not sure if it's her first Grammy, but she did receive a Grammy 2 weeks ago. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago? Last week, for her book Becoming. So I have actually not read that book yet. Did you guys read the book yet?
I didn't. I got it as a gift, and please forgive me because it wasn't on Audible. And so I have this thing where I need my books to be on Audible. But I do plan to read it. Did you read it?
So I've had the book for 2 years.
Exactly.
But I have not read the book. Yeah. It is definitely on my book
to-do list.
That and a list of other
yeah.
books. But I actually did order The Coldest Winter Ever Part 2.
Oh, there's a Part 2?
Yes, it came out like 3 weeks ago. So
maybe I should read that.
But wait, she didn't die, right? Someone else died.
You can't give it away.
I'm so sorry because I'm like, how do you have a cold? Didn't someone die? Okay, all right. I gotta read one
again.
Custom,
do not give it away.
I'm so sorry.
Please don't give it away. But it's so funny because we read that book 20 years ago. I'm like definitely aging myself.
20?
We read it in high school. I'll never forget. I was going to Disney World.
Like, oh.
I was going to Disney.
I wasn't in high school 20 years ago.
It was actually a part of an assignment for English. We had to read that book. And
you wasn't in high school in 20. Wait, hold on.
Girl, don't tell my age, but no, I was a long way from high school 20 years ago.
I was on the verge of graduating.
Really?
Yes.
I celebrate my 20th high school reunion this year.
That's awesome.
Can we get a bump?
Yeah. Are you guys doing anything?
Hey, how am I out of high school for 20 years?
Did she do that? No, Kat. You have to change that. No, that's a celebration.
Graduating. She not even in high school yet.
I wasn't
Black
20
don't
years
crack.
ago? No, absolutely not.
20 years ago.
If it makes you feel even
was
better.
I? No. You know what? Was I? Yeah, I was in high school.
It had to be.
Yeah, I was in high school. I was in
a
high school.
freshman.
Yeah, I was in high school.
I definitely graduated 20 years ago.
Yeah. I was in high school.
Don't feel bad. If it makes you feel better, I've been in high school for a long time. Long time. So, in addition to Miss Obama actually obtaining her first, I won't say first, her Grammy, she's been doing so many wonderful things in the community. Hey, Khadijah. If you guys remember, she was doing Let's Move because so many adolescents were becoming obese. So that was a really big movement, getting the children off the couch. And they need to actually get that back because being at the kids, I mean, they have Zoom gym, but it's not the same as physically going back to school. But the kids are going back to school, I heard, in 2 weeks.
Well, certain schools started, and I guess they're just gradually testing it out.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and furthermore, as we already know, she was the first African-American First Lady to enter the White House. Wait, did her and Condoleezza go the same time? They were in office the same time? Or was she before? No, she was in the Bush administration, right?
Condoleezza, right? I think, I don't...
Well, let's say she was the first African-American First Lady.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
we can
for
say
sure.
That.
Yeah,
we can
for
definitely
sure.
say that. In addition to being an attorney. But I'm so excited to definitely state that single women have superseded single men in home buying. Boom. We are leading by talking about women, we are leading actually 5.2 million versus single men at 3.6. So that's almost not double, but we still beating y'all.
We doing our thing. We
Right.
doing our thing.
So congratulations to all the single women who are actually purchasing their homes. Who's on the check-in?
Okay, so on Zoom we have Imani. Hey, Imani.
Hey, Imani.
And Nicole. Hey, Nicole. Imani, you unmuted. You want to say something, girl? Okay, maybe not.
And
on the
go ahead.
Instagram, you have Instagram?
Custom Cat is pulling up Facebook.
Okay.
No one's on Facebook.
Facebook's still getting together. But of course, on Instagram, we have our commentator,
Right.
Mark.
Mark jumping between both. Mark's on mine.
Mark is our fourth member. He could be on yours. It's fine. Mark's our fourth member.
Oh, hey, Brittany. Brittany
Hi,
she left
Brittany.
my live and went on Zoom. Thank you for joining, Brittany.
Hi, Brittany.
Ashley's still around. Ashley's on my IG.
Hey, Ash. The Linda?
Insurance?
No, Ashley,
From
the agent.
office.
Yep.
The agent. Hi, Ashley.
Hey, Ash.
Miss Miles.
What's going on?
Alana Miles is on.
Hey, Miss Miles. Oh, we're going to have
We'll
Miss
see
Miles
you next
week.
Yes, girl.
We're so excited. Miss Miles is an amazing attorney, real estate attorney. So we are so excited to have her next week.
Mm-hmm.
Excited. We also want to thank Major Bay for coming out last
Yes.
weekend, giving you guys some super tips on lending, and we're learning each and every week that those interest rates are going up. So when should you buy? Now.
Now, for sure. Or
Last week.
No, I was going to say
Brittany
yesterday.
said the Zoom is muted.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Brittany, you want me to unmute you?
No, not her. I don't know if
You muted our Zoom.
Oh, our Zoom is muted.
So how do you
Norm up
You
there.
gotta unmute it.
Oh, okay, got
Yeah,
you.
we
I got
see
you.
it.
I got it.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Mark said I love watching you ladies talk real estate.
Oh, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Appreciate you, Mark.
No, this how you, let me go. I got it. Just keep talking. I got it.
So while he's trying to, while Norm, our producer, is getting Zoom in order.
Thanks, Britt.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. We did the check-in for IG. What's going on with house hacking? What exactly is that?
Yeah, so a lot of people have been asking about house hacking. House hacking is basically when the goal is basically to hack your home expenses. So you can do that either by buying a multifamily, which is actually pretty popular, and renting out the second or third unit, or fourth. Well, the second or third unit, yeah, because you can only go up to
Or four, if they're buying a four-family.
or four, right, or four.
If you're buying a six-piece.
Right. But basically, renting out all the units that you're not occupying. So you would occupy at least one unit and then rent out the rest. That's popular with multifamilies. There also are other ways to do it. There are people who are renting out rooms. So if you buy, let's say, a single family home or a condominium, something like that, you can rent out the room. You can't rent out a basement per se, because that is considered illegal in probably all of the municipalities, at least in New Jersey. I can't speak for all states. But you can rent out a room. That would be considered house hacking because, again, you're hacking your basically your expenses by receiving income from somebody else. And then another thing is also to do like an Airbnb, which is also, again, renting out a room, but of course not having a roommate per se. It's just somebody who would, people who want to stay from time to time in the room and rent it out kind of like a hotel. So that's becoming pretty popular. I mean, I've heard of the term, I don't know, at least like 3-4 years ago. I don't know. It's been around for a while, but, I don't know. It's a good way to hack your expenses.
Last week was the first time
I heard of it.
a good friend actually sent it to me, and I was like, what in the world is house hacking? But I guess it was just another term for residual income. I wanted to go back to where you said renting out the basement is illegal. But I have seen whereas they are throwing in the first floor with a finished basement, and they're charging a little bit more because it has livable space. Like they pretty much have enclosed all of the boiler systems and the heating systems.
I think she meant
And they
more
could-
as like a separate.
Right.
Yeah, like you
I'm
can't-
just saying like a legal way to do it.
Yeah, like, I mean, if it's your family or you wanting to live downstairs and you're, like, especially your family, because I mean, I have a lot of clients actually that do that, like, especially in certain cultures, where the elderly people, they don't put them in nursing homes. They put them, in a basement.
Oh, just to put them in the basement.
Yeah,
If you are a family member of custom, you're going to the basement.
No, y'all not going to the basement. You're going to the attic. No, I'm joking.
Right.
No, but seriously.
Right.
No, I'm joking.
Dang.
But no, so that's the thing. Like, you don't send them to the, to a nursing home. You just make accommodations for them in the basement. That's where you get the term mother-daughter, right? Like the daughter stays upstairs, the mother stays downstairs or in another wing or something like that. So it's the same thing. That is perfectly fine. But when you start to have drawer leases and these are people from the street that you don't know, you didn't know prior to you purchasing or anything like that, then that can become a little bit of an issue. So that's all I'm saying.
So just rent to people you know.
Right.
Wait.
Or your family.
Wait. Well, family. That's
your
the thing.
family.
It's family. People who need
Ooh. I think I'd rather have. No, I'm just joking.
Right.
Next.
So house hacking, awesome. So good way to, as Custom said, to
Right, Mark?
bring in
She
that.
got Granny in the basement.
Right.
Who, me?
Not in the basement. She gonna put her in the attic. All them
No.
stairs.
No, but like with all due
Suffocate 'cause
respect.
heat rises.
No, but no, I'm gonna put an attic fan up there, of course. Duh. No, I'm joking. But no, seriously, I do know.
Lord have mercy.
And that's one thing I loved about real estate because there were a lot of things that are cultural that I didn't know. Like again, if you look at other cultures,
Right.
they don't believe in like having
Nursing
other people
homes.
look at their elderly parents. They don't
true.
believe in any of that stuff. It's just like, you going to live with us, you going to die with us, whether you got to be in a basement or a backyard, like that's what y'all doing. So, I mean, it works for, it works for them. So I don't knock it.
I would definitely have to second Custom aside from putting Granny in the basement. But she's in good care. So tell us about this unfortunate incident that happened with the appraisals.
So what town was this in?
I forgot.
It
but
was a black family.
I think it was L.A. Was it L.A.? I'm not sure. It happened twice.
Yeah, I think it's happened
Recently,
more than once.
the Bay Area, so San Fran.
Okay, so they tried to get an appraisal on their home and just kept getting under market values until they, just started putting two and two together. They decided to have their Caucasian friend come in, pose as the sellers, and miraculously the home appreciated in value almost $500,000.
So wait, before you go there, for those who don't know what appraisals are, what is an appraisal?
An appraisal is a comparative market analysis.
Uh-oh.
She brought out the broker.
Oh,
Oh, wait, hold on. Where's my glass?
she brought out the real
Yeah,
estate. Definitive.
Right. He's like, bow down, bow down.
So it's done to just get an overall value of your home based on the current market on what's selling. And are they still doing it for 6 months?
Yes, definitely for
Okay.
FHA, for
Okay.
sure.
So we again are comparing apples to apples, oranges to orange. You're comparing homes that sold within a 1 mile radius of where your current home is, and they're populating the value of your home.
Mm-hmm.
So at one point they were getting low budget values, knowing they did renovations, knowing they did upgrades, and they knew their home was worth much more. So they just decided to change the narrative. They had someone else come in, change the pictures. She opened the door and said she was the homeowner, and the value went up to what they was expecting.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's hurtful.
Yeah, and
I'll let you go first, Custom.
oh yeah, because I know it's like, no, I don't know where this story actually started from, but I did hear a story similar to that probably a year ago,
It's common.
and it was the same thing. Like, I guess the family, what the family did was they had pictures in the house
Yes,
of
I
family
saw that
pictures,
one.
and I guess an appraiser came in, saw the pictures, I guess gave a lesser value, and they of course challenged it. But when they challenged it, they removed those pictures. Someone else came in, and then the property got a higher value. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, that's crazy, right?
It definitely makes you upset. Is one race, I wouldn't say better, but is one race better than the next? We are evaluating the home, right? So it sort of is a touchy feeling, because here we are in 2020 and we're still facing these issues. And this is not the first story. I think the other lady did actually put up different.
Oh, she put up different pictures.
Yeah, she put up her husband's side of the family, who was actually Caucasian, and it actually did appraise for $500,000 more. But at the end of the day, I wonder what happens to that appraiser. Does he get fired? Does he lose his license? Because sued, definitely, because that is, quote unquote, that's not staring, but it's like illegal. It's blockbustering.
Buyers, it's race, like it's all of that.
It's all of that. It's uncomfortable. And again, we're not bashing any race. Our job is to let you know what's happening in the field of real estate. Right, Jason? And Ricardo? Furthermore, just know that he has a New Jersey license too. So I don't wish him to get fired, but I'm hoping that he is penalized, because if we were to do something like that, we will lose our license for sure, without a question. Revocation immediately.
Yeah,
That
for
means
sure.
you cannot get hired again for the next 5 years if they feel like it. So, shame.
Yeah, I
Shame,
mean,
shame, shame.
it's tough. I was watching some sort of documentary on, I believe it was Netflix, and Cory Booker. I think it was Cory
Remember
Booker. You
was
saw that?
No.
Yeah.
You kept telling us about it.
Yeah,
Tell us.
So basically, and I'm paraphrasing, guys, because I was watching, but I might have been stressed and had a few glasses of wine, and so
Just a few.
Yeah, just a few, not the bottles. So what happened was, I believe, so back in the day, they certain, like, African Americans, I'll just be honest, they couldn't buy in certain neighborhoods. Like, and if you submitted an offer on a property and you were African American, they would tell you, no, that this house is sold. So what he had to do was they had like a white couple pose as the buyers, and they got their offer accepted. And then at the closing table, his parents, who were African American, came to the closing table, and apparently the listing agent or the buyer's agent was like furious, and he was like, "No, you guys can't buy. You can't buy." Ended up, like, I think, punching his attorney.
Oh my God.
They ended up
What's the name of
fighting. Huh?
What's the name of it?
I'm gonna look it up, and I will it'll be on when I find it. I'll put it on my story. And so he ended up fighting or whatever, and I guess but they didn't care. Like Cory Booker, I think it was Cory Booker. It was one of them. Somebody, I'm gonna find the name, but it was one. They were like, we don't care, and they closed on the house, and they but they had to fight. Like they had to trick the people because like
Wow.
literally the listing agent was begging them like, please, you can't, you don't need to be in this neighborhood. Like you just choose another neighborhood, and they were like, no. And yeah, so it's crazy how that is still going on because again, Cory Booker is like, I don't know how old
That's
he
what I
is.
was about to say. Like,
Yeah.
this is relevant because
Yeah.
Cory Booker, that's just 8 years ago.
Yeah.
He's actually one of my favorite people. I love me some Cory Booker. I really do.
But when I find the name of it's Netflix, it's like it's a series of different
the
documentaries.
series.
It's on different topics, but that was one of them.
Got it.
So when I find it, I'll put it on my Instagram story, and then you guys can share it or whatever. But yeah, it's crazy.
I think Mark said it's called Explained. Cory Booker.
Yes.
We all know that Mark is the
Yes,
Mark,
Mark.
Mark, you was hired.
Mark,
Hire on
get,
site.
get on Zoom, Mark. We need to see your
Yeah.
face and hear your
Definitely.
name, your
So
voice.
we can have your
Monopoly Mark.
opinion.
Come on, Monopoly.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what, Mark?
It is explained because that's really the only thing that I watch on Netflix. Yes, it's explained. Yep,
Mark,
absolutely.
you are the fourth person.
Mm-hmm.
The fourth person. What's going on, Eric? Also, too, it sounds very similar to The Banker, where they were using like the straw buyers to purchase
I didn't
homes.
see that.
Oh, The Banker is going to blow your mind.
Ooh,
It's
did I
very,
see that?
very similar to Explained, Cory Booker, but this is based in I think the 60s. So here we are.
Right. Exactly.
Still going through it.
Still going through it.
Still going through
Yeah.
it. Not 100 years later, but
Mm-hmm.
help me out with the math, Mark. Close enough where they're still utilizing straw buyers to to purchase that house. Did you guys hear about, this is so like sidebar, but it's so relevant, where the seller in LA, this couple had closed on their house,
Yep.
right?
Oh,
And
yeah.
she didn't
No.
move out.
No, so wait, you tell that story, but then I have another story to tell. Go ahead, you tell that story.
So basically, after she closed on her home, can I be Kelly and y'all be Destiny Child?
You got it.
Who is
Mark.
that, Mark?
You Beyonce at this point.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me go before you go to that. So
Uh-huh.
Nicole said keep them in the basement when we were talking about the grandparents or whoever. And Brittany said that that's very unethical, talking about the appraisal. Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely.
Completely
That's
unethical.
the perfect word.
Yeah, that's the perfect
That's
word.
the perfect word.
Mhm.
We were trying to make it smooth over when it was so simple, like, it's unethical. So, yes, but The Banker is basically pretty much how they use, straw buyers. Oh, no, we talking about that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, rewind.
Y'all know she old. So, basically, this couple had closed on their home, and
No. But tell them the backstory about.
I don't know the backstory. All I know, okay, you start the backstory,
Yeah.
and then I'll bring it to the
So
front. Go
okay,
ahead.
so imagine you as a real estate agent. You get a
Mhm.
call from a seller, like, "Hey, I have to sell my house." All right, sure. When can we meet? I'll put it on the market. No. I need cash, and I need it to be sold in 2 weeks.
Cash.
I need it all cash. Okay, I could possibly do it. How much do you want it for? Oh, I just want $560. Okay, let me look at the comps. All right, your house is worth $800. Let me find a buyer. But okay, find a buyer. Buyer, I have a house worth $800, and I'm making up this. The 800
Right.
is an arbitrary number. I'm just saying the house that it was sold for less than what it was worth. But let's say it was worth $800. They definitely sold it for $560, all cash. People had to come look in their savings. They had to get
I
hard
heard
money
they
loans.
scrambled around to make sure they got all
Scrambled.
the cash together.
Close in 2 weeks. Now, go ahead.
Right.
Because I had to
Now,
give
boom.
that
Tag you
backdrop.
in.
Yeah.
Tag you in.
Right. Yeah. Because that was important.
Hey, Lisa. So we actually closed on the home, and now it's closing day. You know how sometimes some sellers need a day or two after closing to get their things together. How long was it after the closing? Was it like? Oh, it didn't say. All it said was that.
Was it a year? They said
No,
It was a year?
over a year. He closed. They
Oh
closed in
my
January of
God.
2020.
Right, a year later, the sellers had not moved out.
No
Yeah.
way. And he's
That doesn't
talking
make
about
sense.
that is
That doesn't
so
make sense
bad.
at
He
all.
took $560,000 in cash.
That's a real situation?
Yeah. California,
That
right?
don't make
California,
Mm.
How did they go 30 days
right?
living in the house, let alone
They should have
12
held that
months?
money in escrow. That's where they messed up at. See, in
But-
Jersey, you can't pull no foolishness like that in
But-
Jersey.
No, I know, but okay. So I had.
So
a
you
ki-
transferred the funds and I don't have no keys? Like, nothing makes sense at all.
No, it's not about you not having keys. It's about, okay, so he found a loophole, and this is where I'm going to go to the second story.
Mhm.
But the thing is, you have this memorandum now. You can't evict somebody out of the house.
No.
You can have keys all you want. If someone's living there, you can't do anything about it.
But so how did the new buyers obtain keys, do a final walkthrough?
Yeah.
You see the seller is still comfortably living. So you go to the
Yeah.
closing, you submit the $500 in cash, and think that, oh, he'll be moved out and packed within an hour.
Yeah. So no, I actually had the same conversation with my buyer's agent today. Yeah, like you can't. And again, I don't know the specifics of that story, but if that's the case, yeah, like you
They
can't.
had to have at least use of occupancy in there somewhere.
Right, or if you saw someone's stuff in the house, you shouldn't have closed, or you should have held money in escrow.
Right.
Like it should have
So
been.
something. I think it should.
Definitely.
The only sense that makes is that they should have had at least a use and occupancy, maybe for 30 days, 60 days, and
But-
then that time lapse.
But I think the seller was way more savvy than that. I don't think it was a matter. Everyone's like, wow, crazy.
That's
Yeah.
psycho.
Yeah, because I think the seller knew what they were doing. And this goes back to this other story that I'm about to tell you. And so a similar case,
Mhm.
there was a house that was undergoing foreclosure. The bank went out of business.
Oh,
Jackpot.
Yeah, jackpot, right. Because someone saw that the bank went out of business, saw that this house was undergoing foreclosure. No one lived there. So they decided to move in. This was actually in Texas. So the neighbors were like irate.
Yes!
Yeah.
Raekwon moved next
Right.
door.
Raekwon moved
Damn it,
to, what's
camouflage,
that
nothing.
in West Beverly? One on the Rays, on the playground, when the spam. Yeah, he was Fresh Prince.
Yes.
Fresh Prince
Ooh,
moved to
child.
Beverly Hills, but didn't pay
Wow.
nothing. He paid he paid $16 because I think what he did was he found this house. It was vacant. The owner was going under foreclosure. Couldn't find the owner. The bank went out of business. So he filed a memorandum. That was what cost him $16. He filed a memorandum.
He's smart.
Real
That's what I'm saying. Like
smart.
these people, like it's
Now,
not.
he makes sense.
Yeah.
Raekwon made complete
No, but that
sense.
seller was smart too.
Complete
That seller
sense.
knew what he was doing.
But
the
that
other
seller
seller.
sound like more fraudulent.
Yeah.
At least
Yeah.
Raekwon used, is it adverse possession,
Yes, that's what it's called.
basically?
Yeah, so
Well, these terms, those sort of fresh terms.
right, exactly, broker school. So yes, so
place
so
to
no, but it's the truth. So he ended up staying in the house.
Mm.
Raekwon,
Karen pissed.
Karen was pissed.
She's still pissed.
They still pissed. They throwing parades, everything. They're trying to get Raekwon out. Raekwon is like, I'm not leaving. Raekwon's in this big mansion,
He
new
took
too.
legally.
It's a new
Oh, I wish I would've had a
mansion.
picture of it.
What did
Yeah.
the memorandum include? Like, well,
Well, his is
No, you-
adverse possession. Like once he
Yeah.
filed the $16, and once he stayed 21 days, it's his.
No.
Is
So
it 21?
no. So in their state is three years.
Okay.
However, in order for the bank or the seller to even get him out, in order for the bank to get him out, the bank has to sue the seller, which they're probably not going to do. And then the seller,
They probably can't now.
yeah. So it's like a whole struggle. So yeah, I mean, it's a lot going on. But
I
these
mean,
people,
that makes complete sense.
Right.
The other one,
that makes sense.
oh yeah, of course, he was smart.
Because he did
Yeah,
it
oh,
the
he
right
was
way.
smart.
He
Okay.
did some
That's very
homework.
common.
Okay.
That's very common.
It's common.
Yeah.
Girl, y'all cannot be my tenants. Don't bring me no tenants
That's
that
very common.
try to stay at my
Abandoned
house.
properties.
Yes.
People that.
Well, yes,
Yeah.
Squatters
abandoned.
giving you tours. I told you that time that squatter gave me a whole
Yeah,
tour.
squatters on the Right.
Squatter gave me a whole tour. They straight lived there. They living their whole best life.
Very friendly,
But they
very
was
welcoming.
friendly, like, come on
Just a
in.
different room.
I was
Yeah.
like, yo, I don't think they live here.
Right,
I
right.
don't think they live here.
But that
Tisha,
other
what's going
story-
on?
Oh, go ahead, because we have a question too. But
Oh, go ahead. You go to the question because
You sure?
Jason has a question. Yeah.
okay. So, and this is is it towards the topic? Because this is off topic, so we can go back and forth.
Jason says that I'm in court with the title agent trying to steal my property with a quick claim. I guess with the quick claim deed.
Yeah.
So with the quick claim deed, you can immediately have possession or claim. Have possession, right?
Don't look over
With
there.
Girl, I'm about to like search it. I don't know what you.
With the,
Girl, I'm
if
about
you're
to look at that
trying
wall.
to have like a, it's
Look.
called, if
He know.
if
Oh, he
there's a
knows.
clout on title, you
Okay,
want to
Norm.
rectify it quickly. Help us out, Norm.
Yeah, it just automatically transfers ownership.
Mm-hmm.
Automatically.
Oh yeah, quick claim. Okay.
claim, yes, once
Oh,
the-
so that's what is that what the banks
once-
give? The
once
quick claim
once the judge
deed.
says,
Oh.
It's just like that.
Oh, so wait, what was his question? So he got the quick claim.
No, he's saying that he's taking someone to court.
Because they're trying to get a quick claim.
The title company
itself?
He said, I'm in court with the title agent. I'm in court. Title agent is trying to steal my property with a quick
Keep us
claim.
posted on that
Oh,
one, Jason.
with the quick. Ooh.
Jesus, not the title company.
Yeah, that's-
Jesus
the judge
Christ.
can make that decision. New Jersey judge.
The judge can.
Hmm.
That decision.
So hopefully it goes in your favor, Jason. I mean, it sounds like the judge is the one that's gonna, be the one to make that decision. So I
I
don't
hope
know.
so. Title
Um,
really been cutting up these days.
Anyway,
No.
so
Title, go ahead.
so the question is, if you're gonna do a gut renovation, would you hire a project manager and a general contractor, or just a general contractor? That's a good question.
Okay, you want to go first, and then we'll just
No.
all go. Okay.
I'm gonna let you go.
Go ahead, custom. You the investor.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna answer, but I just wanna.
I would say no because
No what?
No.
Just flat
I was-
no.
I would say no. Do not hire a project manager because if you are an investor, right, you need to know what's happening on your property at all times. Because that's how your money gets all messed up. It's just like in accounting. You don't want nobody to have all of your information, right? So I'm talking about someone that's their first time and they don't know what they're doing. They're totally new and they're relying solely on a realtor, right? Absolutely not. I think you should have your people in place, your GC, and I don't think you should have a project manager because that's an extra expense. I think you should be managing your own property.
But as a first-time investor with no leeway, I think that's why they're probably leaning towards a project manager to better guide them.
I think they should F up. I think if you have a trusted general contractor and they told you these are your expenses and it's expected to be done in, I don't know, 4 weeks, cat like,
I don't like contractors. so-
then,
Yeah, no one likes them.
At all.
but again, that's my opinion. Jason, what you think? You the investors also. Custom. Give
No.
us your expertise.
No, no. So I think to go off what Kat said,
Mhm.
if it's your first time, I don't see why not, because it's like someone holding your hand. But it also depends too, because so I have an investor. He's not an investor. I'm sorry. He's an owner occupant. He's in
Okay.
Florida. He has a condo in Florida. He wants to buy something inexpensive, inexpensive condo here in New Jersey.
Okay.
Therefore, he needs a project manager because
He's trying to help out.
I can't be the one to project manage. He can't be the one to project manage. He's all the way in Florida. So if you have a distance issue, then I definitely say have a project manager.
Okay.
Everyone
I can
hates-
see it that way.
Yeah, everyone hates contractors, but that's the reason why people hate contractors, because contractors, they tend to like cut out on you because there's no accountability.
Exactly.
Unless you're going to be there all the time. Like I know investors, we know investors, they're at their properties all the time. I don't see
Right.
them not at their properties, but
Every
all the time. But if you have a full-time job, if you have
Right.
kids, and you can't do that, then yeah, I think you need to hire a project manager that you trust.
y'all might want to call Ricardo.
Who's Ricardo?
Ricardo's coming to show. Remember?
Oh, yes,
He's
I
with,
can't wait.
Freedom Academy. He does a lot of mentoring.
Yes.
So that's the kind of project manager that I would probably contest to, right?
Yeah.
Or someone where they're actually in the business, but also, so you know how some people may add their money onto a project for like their first flip, something like that, where they're hand over hand, not just some getting someone off Indeed.
Yeah. Yeah, vet these people out. I mean, even your contractors you have to vet out, unfortunately.
Do you know, like, a lot of contractors are not even doing 203K loans anymore.
They never wanted to.
Yeah, they never, because it's a lot of paperwork.
A lot of paperwork.
And they're saying like that they have to put up their own money first before they get the money back. So that was new to me. I just learned that like 2 weeks ago.
I don't see the issue with that. Like,
I guess because it's like, all right, so they supposed to get half at closing, right? And have when the job is complete.
Closing, they do like different drawers, different intervals. So you're putting up front, you may get your first draw in 3 months, if that, depending on what your first stage of completion is. Yeah. So you can't front that, like.
So no, the thing about it is, and then they have a before, and then they want his info. Whoever Ricardo, Ricardo, you got to give the info. But so the thing is, I've seen banks, unfortunately, where they didn't pay. Like 3 or 4 drawers in, so that can become an issue. So I can understand if you have that scenario where that's happened to you, I can understand why you don't want to do 203Ks anymore, because at least with hard money, they gonna pay you. Like, you call them on Tuesday, by Thursday they're out. You're getting your check on Friday. So what's Ricardo's information? And he's also coming on the show too.
He's coming on the show. Sorry, between the pearls and everything, it distracted me. I think we should actually save that because he's coming on next month. Someone asked what's going on with the West Orange real estate. The same thing that's going on everywhere else, getting priced out.
What do they mean by that?
They just want to know, like, how's the market in West Orange. The same where as everyone else. Long lines, selling over and asking.
I'm telling you, they gotta set some boundaries for that. Like, it's ridiculous.
25 offers. But let's definitely, while we talk about home ownership, let's talk about how Black ownership has actually plummeted recently. That's what I said. So according to Realtor.com, right? So this, at the first quarter of 2019. Now, although it's 2021, they would have gave some new data by now. So I guess our numbers are still low. They're saying not only are they low, they say they are historically low. It said it dropped to 40.6%. And also another lender was talking about this too. So let's talk about this. What can we do as realtors to encourage Black home ownership? I think we're doing a lot.
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
Well, I know we are the lowest, right, compared to other minorities. So when I saw this last week, I was like, I thought we was actually getting ahead of the game. But according to Realtor.com.
I know why.
Uh-oh.
Tell me why.
She done had she got her pink champagne, y'all.
Talk about it, Mahela.
Yeah.
I've noticed with other certain ethnicities, they come together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, grandma in the basement. That's what I'm talking about. No,
not only that, I'm just talking about just gaining the property.
Right.
I'm talking about 3, 4, 5 co-signers. If they're gonna get a big home, they're gonna get something where the whole family. We as collective, we're not doing that. I mean, and there's pros and cons why, and I get it, but that's a major thing.
I can't agree with you more. Again, like I make light out of everything just because that's just my personality. But in all actuality, you're absolutely right.
They
like
come together.
They come together.
My income's not enough. Let me ask my brother and my uncle and my cousin, and they're gonna all submit docs.
Right.
They're gonna get pre-approved
If-
for a 5-bedroom.
Right.
And now everyone's home.
Everyone's home. If someone has bad credit, they're going to work on that person. They're going to do
Exactly.
co-sign. Like it's like they work together. It's a community, and yeah, that's really what it is. I think I agree, and I also think that we in our community maybe we glorify. Like we glorify the material things, like the cars, the Birkins, the
foolishness.
The jewelry,
Right.
everything. But we don't really glorify real estate, which is like wealth. You know what I mean?
Lately,
And that's from generational background. They're not accustomed to it. You know, if you grew up in your grandmother's apartment and you were comfortable, so you're gonna continue that cycle. You're gonna
Right.
Your mother had an apartment, then you're gonna have an apartment. You're gonna the same apartment that you're gonna pass down to
Right.
your kids because
not the same apartment you want.
Yeah,
It is, 'cause-
because
No,
they do in the
they've been
projects. It be
18
generations.
18 years.
Yeah, for
Like, the
real.
same-
Yeah.
that's how
Imani.
it happens.
Imani said that and I agree with this. She said my dad and I were just speaking about purchasing a compound or a house that the entire family can live on, and I agree because my sister-in-law wants us to do the same thing. But again, like you said, it's about conversations with the family, and if
A
you're
lot
not
of
having those
trust.
conversations,
Mhm.
then
A lot of trust.
yeah,
But also too, you know how lately I've been hearing as well as seeing let's just take artists. Last year, a lot of artists actually did purchase, and they're talking about real estate in their, I don't want to say rap songs, I feel old, like in these rap songs, but in the pop, in music.
yeah,
In music, right?
Mhm.
So I think, you know how sometimes if a famous person is doing it, okay, then I'll do it. But if the regular next door neighbor or your friend is someone doing it, it has no effect on you. But when it should, you should be just as strong as the person that's sitting next to you, right? But I have noticed when a lot of other cultures do put their money together. In my last pre-approval 2 years ago, it did have 5 people on it. Well, it had 4. But I think they think that if they co-sign, then they won't be able to purchase theirs. And that is not true. From the lender stated that if you're a co-signer, as long as you're a co-signer, it's not your primary residence, then you can actually purchase. I don't even think he said like a time. So I'm assuming it's.
I believe, and again, I'm not a lender, so don't. But as long as there are 12 on-time payments, and you can prove that it never came from, I believe, your bank, like it came from the main person's bank account, then
You can come off.
Yeah,
That's
what
true,
I hear.
too.
And you have the option of refinancing after 6 consecutive payments. They can just come off completely. Granted, you're doing what you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
We have to stick together. And in reference to sticking together, there are so many programs that are coming out now. So, we had the 15,000 with Biden. So now there's a new.
It's 15 now?
We're just waiting on him to sign.
Oh, okay,
So it's-
Biden.
Remember we was talking about the 15,000 from
Okay,
Biden?
Joe. Did y'all see him trip up the stairs?
You know what?
So many times.
I'm
You just
so
couldn't get it.
sorry.
Are you serious?
Oh, you ain't see that?
No.
You didn't see him trip up the stairs?
He
Aw.
tripped
Where-
so many
If that,
Where was
and that
he
broke my
at?
heart. He was trying to run
He
up.
always running.
I know, and that broke my heart.
Where
It
was-
really,
where was
really
he
did.
at?
I don't know where he was just trying to run up the stairs of a jet to an airplane or something like that. That's
Joe.
not funny. That broke my heart.
Because he fumbled not
He-
once.
3
He just kept
times.
fumbling, like, get it together, brother. Like, get
No,
it together.
he's
And I'm
older.
thinking about the memes. Just like they had people.
I
Like,
know. God.
Did I miss this? When this happened?
Yeah.
Over
Brittany
the
said
weekend?
Brittany said his knees gave up. Yeah, but let's be respectful of our elders. No, but seriously, that so
us be respectful about.
no, I was just
Meanwhile-
asking y'all a
meanwhile, she
question.
killing him.
Right, we
I
got
was
in
just
the
asking y'all if
basement.
y'all
killed
saw
him.
it. I was just asking if y'all saw it. But no, that broke my
Oh,
heart to
sorry.
see that. But God rest. I mean,
Jeez.
God bless him. God bless him.
Jesus.
God bless him.
Someone said we buy a Gucci, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I was trying to cool the moment because she was about to go in on Joe.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Joe.
Go
President
ahead.
Joe.
Joe.
I guess we always just call him Joe because Miss Camel was like, We did it, Joe.
Yeah, but shout out to Joe for that 15 grand. Okay.
Yes, he's giving out $15,000. We're just waiting on him to sign that bill. In addition to, there's another grant that's coming out at the end of May for an additional $10,000. Oh, we are not going to sit up here and give you our sources. You need to be one of our clients. So please do not ask, and you have a whole nother realtor where the money is, because the answer is no.
Where the money reside? Where the money reside?
How about
where the
I just
money
heard
reside?
about that last week? My husband was like, I'm going to send you all the ghetto stuff that you need to know. And where the money reside was one of them. And she still ain't sending. So can someone please DM me where the money
Yeah, y'all could DM us.
reside?
Right along with Joe. We'll send you Joe too.
And Joe. So you got $15,000 with the $10,000, not to mention the city grant, not to mention the other grants. So you put all that together, we are going to increase Black home ownership in 2021. So again, I've always learned, if you're going to talk about a problem, you got to give a solution. Now, I told you that we was cutting up. We're at the bottom. So now we know what to do. So don't say, well, I'm just bashing us, because I am not. But I don't know who needs to hear this.
Uh-oh.
But, so now they want to be quiet on I don't know who needs to hear this.
I did mine last week.
I don't know who needs to hear this. But my advice is please, 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 please listen to your realtor as we are going through the process, especially as we're about to close. You know, we can't fix everything. So if I say don't do this and you do that and the deal might fall apart, you put both of us in a very compromising, situation. So, we do this for a living. I'm not talking about fiscally. I'm talking about we do this day in, day out. Same thing every day. So pretty much 98% of the time, our word is our bond. We're trying to help you obtain ownership. And when you sometimes do the things that you want to do, you, again, you put both of us in a compromising situation. So, listen to us. We're here to help.
And not even that. You wouldn't go on a surgery table and then say, hey, surgeon, no, don't use the scalpel, no, you would never do that. You would be knocked out and, you would trust the process. So it's the same thing.
Absolutely. Do you have I don't know who needs to hear this?
Cat.
I don't know who needs to hear this.
Uh-oh.
But when deciding to start your home ownership process, be certain. Educate yourself, ask questions, know the process, know the market, and feel confident that you're ready. There's different stages when purchasing. We always talk about the beginning stage and getting our offers accepted, highest and best, and denial, and finally getting an offer accepted. That's just step one. That's step one.
That is step one.
And it's a major step because it's aggravating. It can be depressing. Offers are getting denied even after waiving appraisal, waiving inspection, paying $50,000 over. But again, that's just step one. Once we've gone to step two and started attorney review, home inspection, be certain, because now is not the time to change your mind on what was disclosed on the contract or to back out, on the property, because the seller knows they got the upper power. They know that it's 49 more offers, behind you. So it's just be prepared. Just know the process. It doesn't get any easier, so to speak, because again, the home has to appraise, the home has to pass inspection, deposit monies need to be collected. It's a whole process. It doesn't just end after your offer was accepted. So just ask questions and be certain with the process in order to successfully get to the closing table.
Yeah.
I definitely have to agree. And I definitely want to also say, trust. Who is Miss?
That's what I'm getting.
Who is Miss A Lot of Booty? Who is that? I don't follow her.
You had to. That's your IG.
That's
Next.
Nicole said that someone she knows, a seller, had 23 offers here in LA. And Nick, that is
wow.
that's
wow.
but that's a normal day for us. 23.
Yeah, like
That's
today.
Yeah,
That is
23
a
in
lot.
one day. Yeah,
23.
yeah,
Also, too.
That's a different top. That's
yeah,
that's
it's a lot.
yeah.
Trust us.
that has to stop.
That has to stop.
That has to stop.
But
Yeah.
That has to
can't stop, won't stop because this market is just
Yeah,
psycho.
I'm gonna contact the board.
Not contact
I
the
have
board.
No, we need more inventory.
We agree. So we want to just definitely thank you guys for tuning in this
Thank you.
Monday.
Yes.
Cat, with your
Claps.
claps. See, Cappy.
Thank you guys.
Tune in to the Real Estate Divas next week.
Who's
We're
our
going
next
to
host? Yeah.
have
Attorney Alana Miles.
Yes. Attorney.
Here. She's going to be via Zoom. So if you have any real estate questions, please feel free to submit them to us.
Thank you, Imani. Imani said it's dope. Thank you for joining, guys.
Thank you guys for joining.
Until
Show us some
next
love.
week.
Share
Yes.
the video.
Have a good one, guys.
Cheeks. See you guys next Monday.
See you.
7 p.m.